So I'm at the Orange stand at Mobile World Congress and I'm delighted to be joined by Mari-Noëlle. Mari-Noëlle, great to see you.
Good to see you.
So I was wondering to begin with, could you tell me about where Orange is on the road to 5G?
So for 5G, that's really the mobile technology of the next decade. So, and I see three pillars. The first one is really after 4G. We need to deal with the growth of the data that our customers are willing to share. And if the growth is going, the way it is today, we would need anyway something in 2020, 2021 in order to cope with that. So, and the 5G, the spectrum efficiency of the 5G, the energetic efficiency of the 5G will help us, to deal with that growth, to be able to deliver the experience on VR, on AR, on 360 to the customers starting 2020, 2021. Okay, so that's the first pillar. And we are experimenting that. We will be experimenting second half of this year in Lille-Way, north of France, in order to see, very concretely how it goes. The second pillar is about fixed 5G. Because we may use that technology in order to deliver the last miles, I should say, for the customers. So we are also experimenting in Cluj in Romania during the summer. We'll start during the summer. So we'll take some customers that are, our love offer, the triple play offer, and they will have it through the 5G. And we will discuss with them to see whether it makes a difference or what is nice or should be upgraded. And the third pillar is about verticals, automotives, industry 4.0 or 5.0, private network, security, very slow latency. So that's all these verticals. So we're working with PSA and Qualcomm. We're making some ecosystem because we need, of course, to work with the people from the vertical by itself and to see what kind of new services we can monetize and deliver. So this is all going. The trials are starting during the summer, and of course we will need to be ready for 2020, 2021. And the first devices also need to be there. We should see the first ones within a year. And we may have a global range of devices for approximately 2020. So the whole industry is pushing, and we need all the piece of the puzzle to be ready at the same time.
Has there been too much hype from vendors about what 5G can do and how soon that they can do it?
No, I guess that's a revolution. 5G will help us to do a lot, and we are in a technological show. So of course, this is what we are talking about. And all the sport events also are, pushing 5G to be ready. So the Olympic Games or whatever. So we need to be prepared, to get prepared. We're on the way. Having a full city is not so easy. So it will be done in a couple of months. So it's just tomorrow morning, and it's on the way. But for being ready in 2020, which is honestly not so far.
And there has been criticism in some quarters that European operators haven't been innovating to the same extent as Asian operators, the likes of China Mobile or SK Telecom. What's the case for the defense?
We really wanted to be all together and to work so that there is one 5G in the world, and that is something which is key. We wanted to avoid fragmentation and not to come to a point where we have a 5G in the US and 5G in the Asia and a 5G in Europe. Otherwise, you never scale, and it slows down all the devices and everything. So. It has been done. So there is one 5G, even if in some countries some may activate one functionality more than another one, but there is one standard, one 5G. The first releases has been issued in December last year. So we are on track. We are focusing on the same equipment and so on. So it's to be honest quite similar. So what can make the difference is the spectrum. So we need to work on that. Make sure that the devices are there, and we are also discussing a lot with the operators, and in order to share for the the Olympic Games and so on. What does they learn? How can we share that? So we're on the race.
Mari-Noëlle, thank you very much.
Thank you.